Hi, welcome to the seminar, Transforming Companies with AI ML Solutions. I'm Brian Euler, and I'm the Vice President of Business Development for ThinkDigits. I'm happy to share with you the ThinkDigits technology and how it can transform your organization. First of all, I'd like to start out with who is ThinkDigits? We're an AI ML company that uses artificial intelligence to help companies reach the next level. We have two very powerful platforms, Vision IQ and Think IQ. And these two platforms can transform a company's data into very valuable insights for your organization. And we recently pulled information on market studies and what the large consultants are predicting. For example, McKinsey just published its 2023 survey on AI. In companies that have high-use AIs, at least 20% of their EBIT was due to artificial intelligence. Ernst & Young indicated that 50% of manufacturing industries worldwide will, in 2024, automate their operations to include artificial intelligence. And Deloitte stated that AI ML can lead to a 40% improvement in productivity. Our product portfolio consists, as I mentioned, of the two platforms, the Vision IQ and the Think IQ. Vision IQ is an advanced no-code, low-code software, and this is for Think IQ as well. This means they're both easy to use and adapt software. The Vision IQ uses computer vision and machine learning to variety, thousands of different issues, and be able to scale across many production lines and facilities within your organization. Think IQ is able to go into your system and collect vast amounts of data from all your systems and to make sense of it all to help you to run your operations. Now I'm going to talk a little bit more and go into a deep dive with Vision IQ. Vision IQ is a platform that helps to make it easier to collect images and provide analytics. It enables you to build a pipeline to collect the images, ingest them, annotate them, and use them for the training of your models. In the training of the models, you can manage, you can link them together with your AI, and to be able to have a very comprehensive program for understanding and versioning. The deployment is very simple. It's trained in the cloud, and you can seamlessly deploy it and configure it to work in a variety of edge devices and in different environments to capture near real-time information. And with Vision IQ, it's easy to monitor and maintain, and it allows you to retrain your models to stay at peak performance. It sends out alerts, conducts remote troubleshooting, and ensures that the applications are running correctly. In some of the use cases and solutions powered by artificial intelligence and machine learning for Vision IQ include defect detection, facial recognition, and zone security. I wanted to start out and talk a little bit about some of the use cases that are very significant. Walled quality and reliability. The Vision IQ platform can transform a company and to help it send its accuracy into the stratosphere. This example that I'm showing on the screen right now is one large, very global manufacturer. It had over 354 plants. And with this, what happened is that they were looking for defects manually. This means with the human eye. And they were achieving about 50 to 60% accuracy. And the problem that they encountered is more than 4 hours at steering and checking for weld defects. After 4 hours, the eyes became tired of their inspectors and more issues were occurring. So with Vision IQ, we're able to analyze 1,000 different types of weld. Some of those include porosity, spatter, undercut, hairline cracks, warping, burn through, and a lack of fusion. And we took all this information and were able to identify the defect and also classify the defect for the customer so that their people didn't have to stare at parts going down the line. They could just look at the monitor and pull a part that the system flagged that could be questionable. And with Vision IQ, you can train it as the product changes with engineering changes or the cameras get moved and bumped. You can train it, say, no, this is a good part or this is a bad part. And the system will learn like a little child. It will begin to answer similar images and be able to adjust. The next issue and use that Vision IQ can be applied is facial recognition. We have a development with a company that's going on that has multiple divisions in over 1,000 facilities. They wanted to have a system that could identify the attendees as well as the staff, provide zone detection alerts, and as well as security alerts when an intruder enters one of their facilities. And with Vision IQ, and they were able to do this, we can distinguish 68 different points on the face to identify the person. And we can tell if it's a live face or a photo. And also we can scan in 3D. This was very significant for this customer because they had issues of people trying to falsify and use a scanned face to get into secure areas, and also intruders coming into their facility. This example that I'm showing, this video right now, shows how an intruder alert system can be set up. In this video, a person enters in a restricted zone. It immediately identifies him and follows him in the restricted zone. It's following his movements, what he's carrying, and what he's brandishing. So immediately they know, and an alert is sent out to the staff. The staff saw this and they clicked on a microphone to scare him off. But you can have a security detail to intercept the intruder or to take appropriate action to protect your people. This is very key in large organizations that want to protect their people, assets, and property. Also, this can be used in school systems with the zone security, personal detection, and security alerts. Another one is pose estimation. Pose estimation is the track and trace of motion of workers. This is very useful when you have multi-step assembly stations and you want to be sure all the steps are completed. What we had was, in this case, one of our customers had a 27-step assembly that had to take place. But unfortunately, some workers were getting done in 30 minutes and some were getting done in 40 minutes, and they couldn't understand why. And so when we implemented Vision IQ and pose estimation, this was able to catch deviations from procedures that led to production errors, quality issues, and safety. They found that the ones that finished in 30 minutes were missing a few steps. And so this helped to correct the situation and to improve quality at that manufacturer. And with Vision IQ, it can track the movement of employees within a complicated assembly. So, for example, if you have a high instance of injury or carpal tunnel, Vision IQ can be used to train the robots to complete the task and reduce the likelihood of injury. And this is key for the organization. You have less employee absentee, downtime, workman's comp, and an improvement of the quality. The next area I wanted to talk about is our ThinkIQ platform. And ThinkIQ is the way we can collect in vast amounts of data and ingest it and make sense of it all. I just recently attended a defense and advanced manufacturing seminar, and one of the key speakers had one of the key points at this conference and said that in manufacturing, 80% of the magic is in the process. And companies need critical deep learning information about their process, such as operating efficiency, anomalies within their system, and quality performance. In the future, companies will need to quickly learn, adapt, and make adjustments in their operations and processes in order to compete in the global marketplace. And with ThinkIQ, you can handle all the artificial intelligence and machine learning workloads and build data pipelines to collect huge amounts of data. ThinkIQ can collect over 10 million data tags per second. And the model can pull from a variety of different systems that you have, an ERP, a SCADA system, a control system, or a financial system. All these systems before would be independent. Now we can bring all this information together at once and import deep learning models and to make sense of it all. We are system agnostic. This means it doesn't matter what system you're using, our software can pull information from. The application development allows you to build high-speed data pipelines for extraction, ingestion, data preparation, and storage. And once you have this information, it can be loaded onto edge devices to stream for into various environments. And for example, you can have a platform in the cloud, but you have 100 different types of edge devices. While ThinkIQ can manage those deployments, help you to monitor and make sure that you're achieving the accuracy that is needed. And with this right now is that if one of your algorithms is not working properly, the system will capture that. You can retrain it and run another model in some place until you rebuild the accuracy so that you can achieve a 99.9% accuracy and maintain that. This enables you to do so, and this is a part of all great platforms. What we're seeing right now, and you're seeing many analysts say, this is the advent of smart organizations and smart factories right now. And with ThinkIQ, you can transform multiple areas to collect, ingest, and provide answers in a variety of areas. We can measure your near real-time key performance indicators, conduct root cause analysis, anomaly, and conduct predictive maintenance of critical assets and forecast when they will fail. Other ThinkIQ use cases include staffing, predicting talent needs, supply chain management, battery lifecycle management, space garbage tracking and quantifying, and space satellite tracking and qualifying. One of the most interesting ones that we can do is consumer feedback sentiment analysis. We can track huge amounts of data that consumers are saying on Facebook or Twitter about your company, and we can tell you what they're saying during that week or on that particular day or for that hour. So you know how you're trending and what people are saying based on events and your products, what's happening with them. Now, I'd like to talk about one of the use cases that's going to have significant impact going forward in the future. This is the battery passport legislation. This is an electronic thread that the European Union has passed for all countries in 2024 within the European Union. They have to provide electronic information about the product, about the electric vehicle battery. This means manufacturers will be required to track where all the precious metals were mined among the tier 3s and 4s, product design and development as far as the latest engineering drawings or the change levels, supplier chain life cycle, and this is how the supplier's performance, his conformance, defect rates, and how he's managing his tier twos. Life cycle, it can also be for manufacturing, in which we monitor the process variables, the defect rate, your energy consumption, and all the standard, and making sure all the standards were met in the process to create the product. And then afterwards, it's required how the product is performing, the usage data, whether it's holding a charge, how old it is, are there any alerts or problems in the age of the batteries that are out in the marketplace. And then afterwards, it's the end of life cycle, and this is how do you disposition the battery? How do you collect, transport, and recycle? In under the EU guidelines, at least 16% of this material has to be reused in another production of a battery. So it's a lot to take in, but the main thing is this is in Europe right now. We see this coming to North America in the next 4 to 5 years, but more importantly, we see this going across to all industries where manufacturers or customers are going to demand that you produce an electronic thread and information in how their product was produced for them. Anomaly is one of the biggest ones that we see taking place right away. As you notice this, you'll see 4 plants in North America, 2 in Asia, and 1 in Australia. And we can collect data that's your key performance indicators as far as operating efficiency, performance, quality, production units produced. And in this example on the left-hand side of the slide, you'll see that all the plants are in green except Australia. So you can click on Australia and immediately pull up the plant, and you can see the key performance indicators. Everything looks about normal. Then you notice in the far right that only 624 units were produced, and that line number 3 is in red. And if you click on line number 3, this is where ThinkIQ and its anomaly detection can detect what's going on. And it's showing a drop in air pressure that's affecting the robot and its performance. And then with our predictive maintenance, we can tell you what's happening with that operation and what's going wrong. Bearing number 1, for example, is going to fail in 15 days. Bearing number 2 is 17 days. So what you can do is schedule downtime for that robot and replace the parts that need to be replaced, and so that you don't have unwarranted downtime where you stop in the middle of your production cycle and you're short shipping to customers because you don't have enough product, as well as you have to expedite parts that are needed to repair this and work your maintenance teams overtime just to fix the machine quickly as possible. This can be predicted and it can be scheduled. And so this saves, number 1, on your quality, and number 2 is on the cost to maintain quality. And this is directly, it goes to your bottom line. About 90% of the money you save will go to your bottom line. The last one is with ThinkIQ. So we take all this information and we overlay on top of ThinkIQ a deep language model. It's called generative IQ. And this artificial intelligence allows you to ask questions of the information collected and give you straightforward, simple answers in a simple language. So for example, in this example, we have what was the biggest production loss last week, and our ThinkIQ with the generative IQ, we were able to isolate the main issues, and that was raw material quality was causing a problem, followed by the compressor, downtime at the slicer, and the end-of-line conveyor. In ThinkIQ, will also anticipate what questions you asked the last time as far as operating efficiency. If you have an attendance issue, what was your attendance for today? And you can click on those tabs or ask it your own question about the operations. This gives you information about your organization within minutes that used to take weeks or potentially months to get the answers. And doing so allows you to get very key and precise information so you can make quick decisions that'll affect your organization or have dramatic impact in a positive way. What I like to do right now is talk a little bit more about the next steps. Today, I shared with you the many different ways that ThinkDigits and its AI ML platforms can have an immediate impact on your organization. We would love to work with you to provide a simple proof of concept to show you how we can impact your business. The main thing I want to leave with you is that consider us your resources for artificial intelligence and machine learning. We welcome the questions and look forward to talking with you. And in a few minutes, we'll open it up for questions. And if you want to ask a question, please, and if we haven't been able to answer the question because we ran out of time, please reach out to me. And you can see my email address, and also you can scan the QR code, and that'll lead you directly to our website. I appreciate the time that you have taken today out of your schedule to learn a little bit more about artificial intelligence and machine learning, and we're looking forward to working with you and talking with you, and so that we can have a dramatic impact on your organization. Thank you again.